Moles the Mole sprang to his feet and retained enough common sense to do it quietly. The fearful monster could still be here somewhere. The mole looked around the place, which, as he remembered, was his private burrow.
I'm looking around, scared, if anyone's interested.
Which was quite difficult due to the omnipresent darkness.
But what was difficult?
Looking around in the darkness.
Oh, right. 'Cause I thought that fright was difficult. 'Cause in order to be frightened, I don't need light. I'm great at this, no matter what.
This discussion is going in the wrong direction.
What exactly am I doing? 'Cause I'm a bit lost.
You're standing in the darkness waiting for the light.
So, I'm waiting.
Scared?
Of course I'm scared. Oh, how incredibly scared I am. My legs are already hurting from this waiting. Well, this dangling thing seems worth pulling.
The light brightened up the darkness. However, the result was rather wimpy.
Where are my goggles? Has anyone seen my goggles? I'll just add that they're blue, brand name, bought in a sale.
Without his goggles, Moles the Mole was as blind as a mole.
What a discovery. It's obvious. Blind as a mole. Do I look like a weasel or some kind of ferret? Nor here.
They're not here for sure. Moles the Mole's goggles match the color of his pajamas.
Oh, here they are. At last I'll see what all this is about.
And he had to put his goggles on. The world became far clearer to Moles the Mole.
Okay, everything's cool, but...
The sound coming from Moles the Mole's tummy shed some light on the whole story, explaining what the frightening monster from his dream really was.
It's your fault, you traitor. I care about you, feed you regularly, sweet-talk you, and you pay me back with such stress. Yet I would have a bite. A loaf of bread and half a kilo of sausage, for example. I cannot exaggerate. After all, my divine body requires an appropriate diet. Open sesame.
Moles the Mole opened the fridge. He was welcomed by brightness underlying the present void and memories of past splendor.
You can't get water out of a stone, or, to speak a bit philosophically, in this case, any food. I see I'm gonna vanish from hunger and...
Having finished this pointless utterance, Moles the Mole hit on an idea.
Could I finish wallowing in self-pity? It's rude to interrupt like that. Wait. What idea did I actually hit on?
To use the lift and go down to Pocopane. They'll have something to eat.
No, I'm not gonna set myself up. I'll go down and then it will start. No, thank you. I'm gonna find food somewhere else.
Moles the Mole realized that all other exits have been closed by a mean scriptwriter acting in collusion with the graphics department.
But if you think this over, what danger could there be? 1 for the money, 2 for the show, and it'll be over.
Moles the Mole said naively.
What?
Oh, it just came out. Don't worry.
I really would take it, but my pyjamas haven't got pockets. A clue, just in case it's not clear. Am I supposed to hold this in my hand? City of Secrets 2. Premiere, December 2011. The first deadline missed. I'm a bit moved, actually. How the time flies. Common sense says, do not touch. It's better not to know where those hatches may lead. Oh, nothing to eat. What did I expect? Worth trying, though. Hope dies last. And again, the patented dangling thing. What a creative hammer blow. A beetroot token, a diploma, and a medal. My reward for saving Pocopane. There was supposed to be a monument, then a painting. Instead, they almost gave me a fine for using a bungee rope without proper training and a helmet. At last. I'm not complaining. Quite the opposite. The beetroot was quite tasty. The remainder of some party I'd rather forget so badly. My outfit for every occasion. I'm going to dress myself and come out just like a boss, so to speak. Do you really have to touch this? Don't you know that such locks always hide adventures, or even something worse? Gosh, some people never learn their lesson. I'm just turning, over and over. I can do so I'm doing it. Oh, my little dandy. It's opened wide. Another achievement in my life. This is the second one. I'm beside myself with pride. Grandpa had installed this. Let's see what goods he'd kept there. Diamonds? Gold? Oh, no. Just as I thought, it's just some tat. What is this book? Let's see. Some scribbling, some writing in a language I don't understand at all. Grandpa was a bit of a weirdo. He used to run around the crypts and other ruins looking for something. But in the end, he didn't find much. He died during one of his expeditions. And now you know why I love adventures so much. Wait a second. Here's something cool. At last, something understandable for a human. That is, for a mole. Sweet potato oil? Lemon? Wait, an electric eel. It says it's alive. Beetroot moonshine? Half a bottle? Now I know what all this is about. At first sight, you see, it's Italian cuisine. Yeah, Grandpa knew what was good. But wait, let's see what else we've got here. On a primeval altar, which is like a console, one should offer it in the proper place to reveal the extraordinary. Ah, those Italians. Probably you should do it to get the range of flavours and all aromas. Something just right for my noble palate. Finally, something worth exploring. Here, Grandpa added something more. Blurred somehow. With a stain. Lard, probably. The altar. Something illegible. Pocopane? Okay, now I know everything. Why does Grandpa keep such things in a safe? Whatever. Grease is grease. Might be handy. Neighbours love this album. Therefore, I often listen to it after midnight. Oh, my neighbours are great indeed. They complain and shout at me to turn it down, but I know they're only teasing me. What wags they are. My first computer, affectionately called the Cabinet. I'm curious if they'll make City of Secrets for it. Slippers. Slippers like any other ones. So what, they're pink? They're a gift from my love. There's no choice. I have to wear them. Oh, how much do I suffer for this love? The Miser by Molière. So true to life, so personal.
A meaningless fact has appalled public opinion yet again. To make a lobster with eggplant, first all you need is to hunt down the lobster. It's the basic element of achieving success. It's worth starting hunting training from the eggplant. Remember, it's not as cunning and aggressive as the lobster.
The key? In the fridge? So what if it's in the fridge? I'd be more concerned about this thing in the styrofoam. It's been lying there for a while, and I think it's watching me. A padlock. I suppose it's locked. Look how well I deduced. After all, I had locked it myself. The key fits, but it won't turn. Yeah, it's all because of this humid air. Ointment of multiple uses. Disposable, just to be precise. Some cheap stuff from a supermarket. Next try. Attention! Oh, it's working! Applause for me! Now what? There's nothing happening. I think something is missing, a drive or something. To be honest, I don't know what this gizmo is for, but it's shining so nicely and it's materialising hamsters. Yeah, I think the dresser would be more handy. A big red button usually means do not touch. Don't you watch movies? I'll press it, but it's on you. Wow, it slipped out. Okay, no explosion. What's next?
In today's episode of Reporter on the Trail, we're going to deal with the case of Pelagia, whose cow has spoken during milking and revealed the details of City of Secrets 3 script and the date of the forthcoming end of the world. The latter is supposed to happen soon and on time.
A bowl. I see deja vu will be my constant companion in this adventure. The seed. I think I know where all this is going. I put together the bowl and the seed, and now I have the bowl with seed. Again. Hoity-toity, I had a laugh. Look, my belly is shaking. I am placing the bowl with seeds. Don't bother commenting. You greedy machine, you almost cut my claws off. Oh, now I get it. A hamster And a bowl of seed means motivation. An old idea, but still valid. At this point, some people should take a look at Molepedia to check what motivation means. They say it's somewhere near the word bonus. Okay, let's go down. Hey, hamster, get down to work.
Unaware of what was waiting for him, Moles the Mole went down into the dangerous adventure abyss full of threats.
Wait, where have I gone? No, stop. Back, go back up, lift, up!
We'd like to remind all players unfamiliar with the first part of the game that Moles the Mole and another character, whose name we cannot mention because of the license conditions.
I'll just add that I, Moles the Mole, did most of the work.
They saved Pocopane from the traitorous conspiracy plotted by rats who wanted to take power by starting a revolution and placing the mayor on the throne, a rat dressed up as a mole.
Whom I, Moles the Mole, had overthrown due to my brightness and built-in genius. Yeah, okay, the other guy also helped a little bit. Maybe I'll spare myself this whole grandpa recipe, eat something fast and run back to my place before I come across any problems to solve. That's the plan. I guess the Mole Mart is the best place for shopping. Oh, maps! Free maps! But I'd better take them secretly just in case of hidden costs. Good morning, Mr. Ramon. I see you're doing quite well. Business is flourishing, to coin a phrase.
Flourishing? Well, yeah, right. I can barely make ends meet. I'm sinking money into the business all the time. Servants, the driver, the estate in warm countries, a private airship. I skimp and save to keep things going.
Oh, that really sounds charitable. But that's not what I want to talk about, Ramon.
I'd rather Mr. President or board member, if you don't mind.
Oh, I get it. Well, yes. Social status obliges, Mr. Member. Mr. President.
But I always have time for common people. Inside, I'm still the same Ramon in a woolen cap and a badly drawn apron. Okay, that's enough about me. I'm listening to you, the man of common folk.
So, I'm here on the matter of food. I'm hungry.
I understand completely. Oh, this unjust social ladder of the new system. Drinking 50-year-old Chateau de la Mole. Later today, I'll be thinking about that. Maybe I'll shed a tear. 2 would be a bit of an exaggeration.
No, you misunderstood me.
Okay, I'm listening. What is it?
Mr. President, you used to trade in sweet potatoes. So I wouldn't turn one down and would just go on my way and not bother you again.
My ordinary citizen, as you can see, I've broadened my activity today. Sweet potatoes turned out to be an incredible material. In my market, you can buy greeting cards, toys, even music boxes, all made of sweet potatoes. I highly recommend Oil of Sweet Potato, our latest hit.
Let me guess. One can't buy a simple sweet potato.
Well, no.
So, I'm not going to eat my fill here. Eating a music box is kind of weird, even for me. A notice board. Let's see what we have here. Oh, just as I thought. Nobody wants to get rid of food for free. Oh, but I can sign up for fitness. Cool. I always dreamed about it. Oh, Bianca, that's so nice.
Well, well, who do we have here? The hero and co-founder of the new oppression system.
Oppression? You mean me? I've never oppressed anyone.
Who overthrew the mayor? Maybe me? Who let the old authority get back and oppress the working class? I'm asking, who?
Yeah, but you remember, the mayor was a rat and wanted to take away Mole's freedom.
Maybe the previous system had some problems, but what times those were? And I have to say, the mayor was quite a mole for a rat.
Right. I've never looked at it that way. Maybe he was, of course, to support the working class. Do you have any beetroots to sell like before?
Even if I had one, and indeed I do have one in stock, I'm not saying I don't, but I won't give it to the oppressor.
You mean me?
I mean you.
Nothing will come of eating here. I guess I have no choice but to use Grandpa's recipe. I have a feeling I'm going to regret this. I wasn't wrong. I already regret it. Bianca?
What do you want now, man? I thought we understood each other.
Yes, of course we do. But I'm just curious.
If you're curious, then okay.
What are you actually selling now?
Homemade products, 100% natural beetroot ingredients, a cure for anything from warts to existential problems. And it removes rust perfectly. Family recipe. I call it Pocopane charm.
You mean moonshine?
It means, don't be so curious.
Maybe would you find one small bottle for me? I have an incredibly nasty corn on my foot. Yeah, I knew that you wouldn't. The way to the Crystal Park is undergoing repairs. Well, there's no need to go there anyway. What do we have here? Pocopane's founding fathers. Not much of a moral style, if you don't mind me adding this small and completely unimportant remark. It's interesting why there isn't any mother. Smart guys, they've managed on their own. Mr. President, I came to ask about this oil.
There is no oil.
How come there's not? You've just advertised it.
Bearing costs related to marketing at the same time, but I won't complain. There's no oil until further notice.
Okay, I'll just ask, Mr. President, when are you going to rescind this notice?
Mole's the mole. Oil production is a complicated process during which we use expensive and advanced machinery. I sent one idler for training. He got certificates because of me, and look how he repaid me.
I understand that he quit.
Worse, he went on strike. He says he has rights. He says he is exploited, as if satisfaction from work wasn't enough. He could stay whole days and nights at work, and I've never driven him out.
Oh, ungrateful boy indeed.
So, Moles the Mole, as you can see, we don't have oil. I have some greeting cards if you want, but I'm not pushing.
Maybe if I had a word.
Maybe then I'd find some oil at the back. For all I know, the strike is held at the King's Palace entrance.
Justin Beaver live, directly from a CD. Luckily, I don't need to watch this. Could you show me how can I get to the King's Palace entrance?
This way. Is it really that difficult to come up with this on your own?
I get it. The castle stands for King's Palace. Well, they could have signed it more clearly. Such splendour. Marble, monuments, gold doorknobs. Well, you can see the authorities aren't wasting taxpayers' money on rubbish.
Moles the Mole, is that sarcasm? The authorities don't like such remarks.
Sarcasm? I don't even know what that is. How's it going? Have they taken the bait?
Moles the Mole.
It's not about the authorities. I was asking about the fish. Are you using this? I see you're not. I'll borrow it. Why should it stand here uselessly? The King's Palace. How time flies. Not long ago, I was sitting at these stairs crying, and today, actually, there's nothing more I can do. Must be pretty boring just standing like that. Standing and watching your life passing by. If you could at least lie down, there'd be a bit more sense in it. A monument. A marble one. And not in my honour. Scandal. Sergio, my old friend.
Not old, and I'm not your friend.
Well, so be it, Sergio.
That's better.
Having walked here, there and everywhere, I heard there's a strike here. But I didn't expect that you would be the one striking. Actually, it's kind of weird to give up your own business to work in a supermarket.
'Cause one guy felt like knocking down authority. Cheese sales, which were high due to the mayor, have dropped considerably. And what was I supposed to do?
If I didn't know your good heart, I'd have thought this one guy is me. You say sales have dropped considerably?
To zero.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's not much really. But a market is like the door to a career, the beginning of a path. Maybe a thorny path with many pitfalls. But hey, at least it's a way to go.
Okay, enough of chatting. I'm busy fighting for my rights. Moles the Mole, what do you want?
I wanted to ask, you're not going to get back to work of your own will?
No.
I thought so. I was thinking a bit.
Unbelievable.
Maybe you'd set up some organisation, kind of a club or association fighting for employees' rights. You know, you'd throw a stone or burn a tyre if the top brass wanted you to get back to work.
Moles the Mole. It's quite a good idea. The Moles Trade Union. I could go back to work then.
So, maybe you'd go back to work and set up something in the meantime?
I even have the name. Solidarity Moles Trade Union.
Brilliant! So, are you going back to work?
Well, I can't. The union's status doesn't allow that.
But actually, the union doesn't exist yet.
It's just a little inconvenience. And it's a task for you, Moles the Mole. I'll be striking here, formulating the status and demands. And you'll take care of all the paperwork.
Yeah, it's not as brilliant as I thought.
And of course, I'll be the president of the organization.
That's a surprise. How am I supposed to get down to this? I've never created anything. Except a mess.
What do you mean, how? Officially and formally, of course. You'll go to the office and do what needs to be done, and then I'll get back to work. Difficult?
Formally? Darn it. A car. Red. And that's it. If I'm to take care of this formally, I admit I don't know how to do it.
Give me the map. Here, right next to the mine.
Hedgehog's been lost. Distinguishing marks, prickly. Doesn't respond to name Gary. It's not gonna work out. Oh, someone new. How nice. We haven't met yet. Good morning. I'm Moles the Mole. And you?
The god of darkness, despair, and disease.
Oh, that explains a lot, but there's no need to curse all of a sudden. And for what, I ask me?
I sincerely apologize. Are you okay? I have no idea where that cloud came from.
Oh, yeah, right.
I am just an unimportant fish seller. I'll drown the competitors in the sea of blood. I'm sorry, it just slipped out. I'm running a little local business.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with the ancient god lurking in the bottom of the ocean, waiting to bring the mole pain and destruction. Oh, hell, that's stronger.
Wait. Something's ringing. The ancient... the call of Cthulhu.
I don't know what you're talking about, you crashing. Mole's the Mole, I mean. I'm Albert, and I'm fishing. Yes. Fish, like a fisherman. A fisherman sucking out souls. Oh, gosh.
And honestly?
Okay, I'll admit, I was sick.
All running with the blood of the innocent.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted some change, something new. It's no fun sitting at the bottom of the ocean for thousands of years. No one to talk to or go for a coffee with.
The seeds of which I extract to the last drop.
Wait. And you decided to take up trade in fish?
I know a thing or two about fish.
So let me get this straight. You exchanged the multitude of followers, jewels at your feet, everlasting power and praise for for a fishmonger's shop?
And great building, every heaven above built in my honor.
Yeah, the same again. Well, yes, it looks like that a bit.
If you don't mind me asking, are you one of the normal ones or not quite?
Oh, I apologize for that. It just came out.
That's okay, I'm getting used to it. Dark Lord, you sell fish here, man? It's quite fortunate.
We'll see if it is.
Because I'd like to buy an eel. One of those current, electric ones. The eel?
To dazzle the destroyer with the thunder of revenge.
Oh, whoops.
Well, I was thinking rather about an Italian dish, but I admit the idea with the disloyal is quite inspiring.
I have one here. A furious beast, long, slippery, and charged up.
I'd take that.
But in what?
Well, in my hand.
In your hand, you can hold a sweet potato, Moles the Mole. And I'd give you the eel in exchange for what?
Actually, I thought it's for free.
Take it for free? No, that won't work.
You fool! Unworthy to kiss my fin!
Then how would it work?
You blasphemer!
Moles the Mole, I meant. Bring me some kind of container. Aquarium or something, but filled with water. That's a living being, so give me something in return, and then we'll figure something out.
That thing, in return, is really necessary?
You dare question my words?
It's necessary. I have a few pipes. Need cleaning. Some acid would be perfect.
Let me guess.
Oh, I am sorry. It's beyond my control.
Never mind. I'm starting to like it. Well, somebody's working. Okay, I won't disturb you. No, I'd rather not know what has bitten this case so badly. The mine is this way, I think.
Passing by many great and very interesting locations, which we're not going to show in this part, Moles the Mole reached the gates of the mine,
I'll just add that I've lost my breath.
which, for sure, had been placed here for a reason and constitutes an important part of this adventure.
Say friend and go inside. I'm just kidding. I'm on holiday. The key's under the doormat. Oh, I'm rummaging and rummaging under the doormat. What's this? Oh, a key. Well, that's a surprise. Another signpost, which, as signposts do, shows the way somewhere. I guess this one leads to the dam. The dam is here, I guess. Because of all this traipsing around, I've forgotten why I actually came here. Anyone know? The system's changed. We've got new people in charge. But I can see that you are one of those unsinkable ones, so to speak. I welcome you, Lucinda, but rather coldly, since I remember all the running you made me do in the previous part of the game.
Oh, it's you again?
It's me again. Yep, it's me, no doubt.
Have you any other comments, Mr. Moles? Or maybe you'd like to take care of something? I'll just say that your chances of getting what you want done are getting lower with every passing minute.
I suppose this is a state office counter?
You're right. Well, to be precise, it's accounted for the registration of trade unions and a few more completely unnecessary institutions.
Oh, so I found the right place. I have a matter concerning a trade union.
Yes,
Yeah, I'd like to register one.
yes.
Well, yes. Yes, I think that's all.
And you think you can just come here and do it right away? Just like that?
I hoped so. Apparently I was naive.
Indeed you were.
Okay, let's just get it over with. What do I have to bring to set up this union?
Okay, mister. Here you've got an application. Number of copies? 1. You'll bring it back filled in by the chief of this new organization and at least one member. And the fees won't pay themselves. And then we'll see what we can do.
That's all?
No.
I knew it. So what else am I supposed to enclose?
A beetroot, of course.
Where the hell will I get a beetroot from?
Just look in the mirror. Just a joke. I don't know. It's your problem.
Oh, a lemon. Is anyone looking?
Nobody.
I'll take it. Oh, this thing looks as if you can move those bulkheads in the dam with it. I'm touching this for no reason. How's the formulating of statements and postulates going?
Pretty well. I already have 21, and I'm still working on.
I have this paper here. You should fill it in, sign, and find a sucker. I mean a guy who'll join the organisation and pay the fees.
I'm a filling in, signing, giving it back. And you, holds them all, take care of the rest.
Then maybe I'll fill it in, sign up, give it back, and you, Sergio, will take care of the rest, eh?
No.
I thought so. This way to the market, if anyone's interested. Bianca, I'm here in support of the oppressed classes.
Let me guess. You found some victims to oppress?
Me? No, I have good news. I'm helping Sergio to set up a trade union which will protect honest and law-abiding citizens like you against people like, me.
Bravo, Mr. Mole. I see that you've decided to stand on the right side. Good luck.
It will come in handy, no doubt, but I need a beetroot. And I was thinking maybe you have one in stock?
Can you feel that?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have time for a shower. I was in a hurry.
I didn't mean that. I'm asking if you can feel the spirit of change over Pocopane.
course I feel it. I feel it so much. Wow. But regarding this beetroot,
We have to take advantage of that. Moles have to know. Take these 3 posters, prepared by chance for an occasion like this. Go and put them up in appropriate places.
yeah, but I wanted a beetroot.
I'll find a beetroot when you do your job.
And now who's an oppressed and exploited class? Yeah, it'll be nice. Perfect ball. Just right for putting posters up.
Mole's the mole. How are things?
Pretty good. No reason to complain. I'm sticking it up. Just look how nice it is. I'm sticking it up. Bianca?
Can't you see some of us are trying to work here? Stop your chitter-chatter.
I did my job, so to speak.
And how did the people react?
Oh, enthusiastically. Very. So much so that I can't find the words.
I thought so. Here's your beetroot.
By the way, maybe you would like to join a trade union. At last, somebody will guarantee that your rights will be respected.
Well, but mole's the mole. I'm self-employed.
Oh, that's even better. Such a clear symbol. You won't deprive yourself of your given rights.
I've never thought about it that way, but it makes sense. Heaven forbid I try to deprive myself of anything. That will be the day I'll show myself.
No mercy, I'll just add.
Where do I sign?
Here, I'm giving you this paper filled in.
A bit sloppily, but so be it. I'm checking. Looks like everything's fine.
Here you are. There's a beetroot.
Looks pretty much like you. Almost like 2 peas in a pod.
So are you going to set up this union for me, or is it going to take 2 months until superior powers process the claim?
Just a minute. I'm stumping.
Can't you do it faster?
Oh, do you really want me to go for a break? Here it is. And just go.
I'd say thank you, but I know there's nothing to thank you for. Here, it's official. Solidarity Moles Trade Union has just started its activity. Mr. President.
Perfect. From this day on, I'll defend the citizens like you.
Really?
After further consideration, I think I won't. I mean, those like you.
Ah. So, Mr. President, maybe you'd kindly get back to work?
Kindly, I would.
Mr. President, I report the mission is accomplished.
I see. But I'm not happy. Mole's the mole. You don't even realize how much this union costs me. 15-minute break every 10 work hours? It's a scandal. Do you know where this may lead?
Well, actually, I don't.
Pretty soon, he'll demand free Sundays. Yeah, today it may sound absurd, but who knows what tomorrow brings?
Well, it's not like I'm claiming anything.
They'll leave me skint. Here, that's the oil I promised you.
It's me again, but this time it's about this medicinal ambrosia that you produce. Maybe you'd find one small bottle for Moles the Mole's companion? Huh?
Maybe.
No, nothing's free.
I'm not gonna take any money from my companion fighting for the right cause. But if you have some shining mushrooms, I won't refuse.
And if I don't?
It happens. It also happens that I don't have the booze in stock all the time.
I see. I guess it's temporarily out of stock.
Temporarily, yes.
I'm using the key in the padlock, and it works. Intricate logic, I must say. Interesting. I think I'll have such a system installed at my place. A map of the mine. Kinda simple and short. It'll be difficult to get lost. Even for me. Okay, I'm going into this darkness, this impenetrable darkness, unwillingly, but I'm going. Dark. Murky and wet. Something just right for me. I could live here. I like such little burrows. Shining mushrooms. Attractive. Or maybe not as much as a boletus or a milk cap, but still pretty nice. No funny comment that I could say about the crystals comes to my mind. shovel. Oh, there's even a badge. A precise archaeological shovel. That's strange. It's quite big for a precise shovel. I'm using the shovel precisely, making use of my inborn gentleness. Oh, it's not quite what I was expecting. Well, there's no need to worry. A renovation crew, some mortar, and the wall will be as good as new. At least I have the mushrooms. In the long run, I'm still in profit. Some kind of passage has appeared. Well, as I'm already here, I'll go. Who cares? A devilish thing. I'm asking, what am I supposed to do with this? Looks like a castle. And you can turn it. Well, just look how I came up with that. And that? Wait a second, let's think. Maybe there is some sense in it. This? The plan of randomly placing blocks has failed, apparently. I'll put it here. Success! Success! How brilliant I am! I just can't believe it! Wait a second. That's it! That's what Grandpa was writing about in his journal. I'm supposed to prepare this amazing Italian dish here. I found it. All by myself, without any clue or help from the outside. Me, Mole's the mole! Okay, let's get down to this cooking. I hope all this traipsing was worth it. It looks like a place to put some stick or whatever. The wheel, maybe. I don't know what this is for, so I don't care. Just by chance, I found these shining mushrooms.
Just by chance, I found this bottle of Pocopane charm.
I'm filling up, and I have a full bucket. It's heavy, which is worth stressing. Will a bucket of water make a good substitute for an aquarium?
Oh, it will. I like buckets.
I like them filled up with blood.
It's okay.
Such a thing for cleaning will come in handy. Be careful, it burns holes in the floor.
Burning fire and sea of fire!
Oh, I'm sorry. That's exactly what I was looking for. Here, there's the eel, but watch out. It's such a savage.
I'll put that beast in the bucket here. That's good, because from this electricity, my fur is pointing in all different directions. It's not going to work out. I'll add some local delicacy here. It's high time, as it's already started eating the bottle. Here's the place for oil, I think. Yeah, it's here. The lemon goes here. I've no idea what idiot marked it that way. It doesn't ring a bell at all. Great. Finally, something's happened. It's heating up, apparently. Amazing. Special effects, just like from an Indian action movie. It happened. Now I'll eat. Nothing. Nothing? Hey, wait, joking aside, where's my food? So I have been traipsing around like a sales representative after a customer, and this is the reward? 3 shining panels and some kind of seismic vibrations? Nothing. There's nothing. Even the ingredients are gone. To hell with such an adventure. I'm going home. Oh, Grandpa, you're in my black book sure as anything. Just hope that everything that happened behind my back has nothing to do with the collapse of the gates. I'll turn around. Yeah, you could see it coming.
Moles the Mole looked around.
I was absent for barely a minute, maybe 2. And such an act of vandalism, just look.
I guess it's my fault, he thought.
Yeah, right. I don't think that. No way. I'm not going to cover any costs resulting from all this sloppiness. That's not what I pay my taxes for.
Said Moles the Mole, who'd never pay for anything.
If I paid, I'd have paid just for that. Anyway, who asked you, you narrator, you? The only way. Okay, if this is the only way, my choice is pretty limited. These hooligans got here as well. Where are the police when you need them, I'm asking? Did you see who made this mess?
How couldn't I? I've been sitting here all the time. Are you stupid or what?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Who did this?
Rather what, not who.
So what?
The earth quaked, and suddenly totally suddenly, there emerged a dew worm, huge as a barn, and it started to go on the rampage.
A dew worm? I think the beetroot was bad for your stomach.
It's because of this archaeologist. They said some ancient creature lives in the mine. If you want to wake it up, you have to find a special chamber and do some stuff. I don't know. I wasn't listening that carefully.
In the mine?
That's what I said. Does it ring a bell?
Me? No, absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So what are we going to do?
I'll do nothing. You're a hero. I'm just sitting here terrified.
Oh, I can see that your makeup has become fried from fright. What am I going to do?
Go to the dam. There's a touch panel and fix what needs to be fixed. What?
Well, I think I had a little tiny part in waking up the monster.
Yeah, right. Tiny. You've stirred up trouble again.
Steady on. Just don't jump to conclusions. The fact that the worm came out just when I was pottering about in the mine could be just a bizarre coincidence. Doesn't look too good, but as far as I know everything with I at the beginning, it has to be simple to use like a rake and expensive like a combine harvester, just to stay in a farming mode. Touching. Success again, I'm brilliant. Something's burnt, I guess. I'm pressing. It worked phenomenally. I'm tickling. Fantastic movement. Mine, obviously. I'm stroking. Yeah! Well done! Again, I did something right. Actually, my life is a whole streak of good luck. Some help would be nice.
Silence! Silence! The king is speaking!
We have gathered here once again, but probably not for the last time, to thank the great hero of Pocopane.
It's about me. About me.
Without regard for his own safety,
Well, with some regard.
Moles the Mole flung himself into action to protect with his own body the beautiful city against flooding by the furious and merciless water.
Really? Well, yes, of course. I did fling myself.
Thanks to his courage and inborn genius, he repaired the dam and prevented Pocopane from flooding.
Bravo, Moles the Mole! Long live Moles the Mole!
I have no doubt that if he had had enough time, he would have stopped the horrible beast. The beast from the darkness of the past, the beast that destroyed so many fruits of our labor.
Would I?
Despite the fact that we don't know whether the huge worm will come back, let's thank our hero by giving him this symbolic cake.
For me? Well, I do deserve it. And who would I think that it happened when I was playing in the mine with this whole altar thing?
You were doing what?
I wanted to make something to eat, so I threw some stuff over there.
The archaeologist
So it was
warned
Moles
us
the
about
Mole
that.
who released the beast.
Who? Me? Come on.
Moles the Mole, you don't even realize what you've done.
Well, actually, I don't.
You have woken up the ancient creature, but it's not your fault. How could you know? But you can correct your mistake and prevent the huge worm from destroying the underground cities.
Can I? I'm asking out of curiosity, are there any alternatives?
10 years in a salt mine.
10 years. I understand it's a 9-to-5 job, regular meal, no adventures, boredom and monotony every day?
Yes, you're right. I know it's terrible for a mole of action like you.
Okay, I'll take it. Yep, I'm for the mine option.
Do I hear right?
I can repeat it if there are any doubts.
You have disappointed me, Moles the Mole. Everyone, let's go and sink in sorrow.
Great. You can sink in whatever you want, but which way to the mine? Hello? Will somebody mark it on the map?
You're on your own, you coward.
Oh, and they're gone. Everything's on good old moles again. Okay. But first, I have to get out of here. Oh, and they're gone. Everything's on good old moles again. Okay. But first, I have to get out of here. No, that's enough. Don't touch anything. This entire game, I'm doing what you tell me, and look at the result. What is it? I'm up to my ears in trouble. Well, it's time to do it my way. Now I'm in charge. Captain Moles the Mole. I'll look around. I've got it. There's a small window and a signpost showing the way to the mine. I need to get up there and fly away. Somehow. Look how well I thought it out. It was enough to take matters into my own paws. I can see a balloon on the chandelier. Watch out. The brilliant plan is just taking shape. I'll use it and fly away through the window. Like a butterfly. Or a kiwi or something. We have a plan. Now I'll let you take care of the rest. An iron throne. Supposedly legendary. There are some games going on for it. I'll take that spear. It may come in handy. I'm taking down this flat balloon with the spear. It's all going great. I'm pumping it up. The rope. Great idea. Tie the rope to the balloon. I'm so good in this planning stuff, and yet nobody believed me. Okay, we have all we need to turn my theoretical brightness into practical brightness. Watch out, I'm turning! Everything's ready. It's time to pit myself against gravity. Up! Up, I'm saying. Well, now I'm seeing some flaws in my plan. I have an idea. Apparently, the balloon needs some motivation. Jump! I meant up. Turns out up is down.